Hello and welcome to another Arkis video and to a new daily race A on Gran Turismo 7. This time we are at Tokyo Expressway, central layout, and we are in the Toyota Prius on comfort soft tires. And this car has the weirdest soundtrack I've ever heard. The combination of it being a hybrid and the CVT gearbox can only make me think of this.
Ikke så meget skater.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I had to run some errands this morning, so I jumped into the third available race with about 60 seconds of preparation and just had to learn it along the way. Let's jump straight into the first race. So we are starting without a qualifying time. We've got Chicken Angel on pole position, Dav and Ghost Rider in this one as well. And I got confused by the silence of the cars to begin with, so I accidentally jumped the start, but it didn't seem to hurt me that much. I got a better run off the start compared to the car on my inside there, so we just make it ahead before reaching turn 1. And this track I am familiar with. It is a Race A classic from back on GT Sport. Now I just need to figure out this car, and it is a weird floaty car to drive, and because you cannot judge anything by the revs of the car, when you let go of the throttle the engine just cuts out, and when you come back on the throttle it just spools back up to the rev limiter, and you can't judge any speed from that. So you just have to learn your brake markers and sort of get the feel for it. Here the driver in front of me hits the wall. I was trying to avoid them, but they came straight back onto my line. I did check the replay, and it was hard to judge if it was deliberate or if it was just an accident. But anyway, that was just unlucky for me. We've got Hillbilly past me now, and we are jumping to the end of the lap. Now we have caught up, but unfortunately I hit the wall on the final corner. It's easy to drift wide on that one, so we just have to keep this going. But we've got a bunch of cars ahead of me, so I think we can stay in the battle for at least something here around turn 1, just aiming for the inside, letting the car coast through there. Didn't do the best job of that one, but we've got some side-by-side action going on in front of me, and now you'll see Hillbilly get squeezed into the wall by that other driver, the one I went into the back of. And now I was starting to suspect if they had all good intentions, but you can see I was going for a gap that was closing, but I was coming at a much greater speed, and you can see Hillbilly basically had enough of that driver and put them into the wall. Coming into the tunnel, I really should have defended this position. Now I will have to see if I can pull off a switcheroo. I'm braking early, and you can see it sort of worked because it put off the French driver who hits the wall, but I was coming in way too cautiously. I just still have to figure out the limits of this car. We are going to jump ahead in this one. I think we are coming to the end of lap 2, and you can see the French driver was coming in too hot into the penultimate corner, so now I am right back with them. I want to make sure I don't run into them, but I gotta get a fairly bad final corner. And now the German driver has caught up with us again. I am defending the inside, but now the French driver is pulling out, and you can see now they are getting the slipstream. So now there's not really much I can do. I can just stay on the inside line, and before we make it to the corner, now we've got Hillbilly fully ahead of me. So I am down to P8, and we are going to jump ahead once again. And this time we are at the end of lap 3, and now P7 is about to make a mistake. Hitting the wall caught me out by surprise there, but we got a position out of that at least. I'm grazing the wall as well, and we've got Ghost Rider with the penalty, which they are serving now. So now we are up into P6, And this is the final lap of the race. I was getting close to Hillbilly towards the end of the final lap, and we are making our way through the final corners. Just make sure not to hit any walls. I could hope that Hillbilly would make a mistake, but unfortunately for me, they keep it all together. In fact, I was almost making a mistake myself. So we finished this first attempt in P6, and we are jumping straight on to the second and final race of this video. I tried to set a qualifying time. I kept hitting walls along the way, so didn't get the best time in. But we are starting in P4. We've also got the entire TCR gang in this race. I am just trying to tuck in behind Chicken Angel and see if we can maybe escape on this first lap. Now for the first corner, a tiny bit of braking maybe, but at least letting the car coast around the corner. Now it's just flat out until that fast flowing left-hander. But for now we just try to stick with these guys, just stay in the slipstream and just make sure we don't mess up anything. But as we are coming up towards, I think it's this fast corner, now there is a slight bit of contact between Chicken Angel and Daff, and Daff goes into the wall, and I just go straight into the back of Daff, not anywhere to go there, so I lost crucial momentum, and now you can see Hillbilly is just going to fly past me. I'm basically just a sitting duck in my Prius here, but yeah, I'm just making sure to stay on the inside, not going into Hillbilly, and we are making our way up the hill out of the tunnel. This is just trying to straight line this as much as possible. I've got a big white Prius ahead of me. I cannot really see where I am going, so I'm just trying to do this by feel. I think we are braking just about when we exit the tunnel, and once again, now Hillbilly is going into the wall. I go straight into the back of Hillbilly, lose all my momentum, and now I've got Inferno the Fox coming behind me. I managed to hang on to my position for now as we are about to finish the first lap. But yeah, we are coming into turn 1. Am I going to keep this? I am still in some sort of slipstream, so yeah, we managed to keep this. Inferno the Fox is backing out of this one, and at least we made it around turn 1. We are going to jump ahead on this lap as we are coming in towards the fast right-hander. We've got Inferno the Fox on the outside. I'm keeping the inside, but that also compromised my exit speed a tiny bit, so watch this beautiful switcheroo from Inferno the Fox. So now I just have to back out of this one, get in line behind. But as we come into the tunnel, you can see Inferno the Fox is getting that slightly wrong, and now we are side by side again, and this is fun, some clean racing, but it's also slow. So here you will see me lift off slightly so I can tuck in behind as well, so we can both just take our normal lines as we are coming into this one, the second tunnel leading up to the penultimate corner. And as we are coming through here, yeah, I think, yeah, we've got another mistake from Inferno the Fox coming up, and this time I do get past, and now I just need to not mess up the final corner. So I try my best to just keep the nose of the car towards the inside, so there is some room to run out wide on the exit without hitting the wall. Here we've got Daff going really slow. I checked the replay, but it looked like a steering wheel / controller disconnect, because you can see they just suddenly lost all inputs and then they came back. But I'm not done trying to run away from Inferno the Fox, and I had a slow corner there, so now I have to defend my position. I know we're coming up towards that right hand corner. I will see if I can hang on to it just one more time, but I think this time maybe Inferno the Fox is making their way through, still on the outside there. I need to brake early. My line is compromised. Yeah, I just need to tuck in behind as we are approaching the tunnel, but it looks like that maybe that particular corner isn't one of Inferno the Fox's favorite corners, because as we are entering, you can see they are sliding wide again, just leaves room for me to sneak past on the inside. I make sure to leave room, but we made it ahead, and now we just have to straight line through these corners. So I got my position back for now, and we are going to jump ahead. We are at the final stages of the race now, and I am under pressure from behind. I am defending the inside, and now you can see this must have been an annoying scene from Inferno the Fox's perspective. I actually grazed the wall. They end up going into the back of me, and I am just clinging on to the inside the best I can. Make sure not to run wide, so I keep my car there, so I managed to block off any switcheroo, and we only just keep our 5th position in this one. This was a fun race, mainly because of the TCR boys. A weird race other than that, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.